Okay, good evening from Madagascar, Fanaja Rakchara. Now I want to interview you about the topic for the COVID. And then the first of all, I want to ask you to introduce yourself first to the people to know more about yourself as a source. Okay.
Okay, good morning. So my name is Fanaja Ratsara. You can call me Fanaja. I'm from Madagascar. And I'm studying online from Telkom University, studying online, actually in Madagascar.
Okay. Now, well, we already know about the Fanaza Raksara from Madagascar, right? And then, can you tell a little about your experience? You get well your study in the Indonesia, especially in Telkom University.
Okay, so there are so many point of view regarding the experience from Indonesia. First of all, let's talk about the food. The food is quite spicy and sweet, which I'm not really used to because in my country, we usually eat something salty. So that was a bit of issue, but it was not really hard to adapt on it. Then second of all is the weather, which is way more hot than in my country. So it was a bit of trouble also, but like, okay, it was quite good to adapt. And after that, the people is quite different. The behavior of people is quite different from my country. For example, we can say that Indonesian people are way more kinder, and what else? Yeah, they're quite friendly, but sometimes also sensitive.
Okay.
But it's actually a good thing, it's a good experience because I've learned a lot from people from there. So yeah. Apart from that, from which side also? I think that's all. Three of that is quiet. So we can sum it up like it was just awesome.
Okay, but now like a very interesting question. I want to ask you about what do you think about the lifestyle from the Madagascar people, and then from like the same from the Indonesian people, or no? What do you think, like the lifestyle?
Okay. Well, in Madagascar, the lifestyle is quite simple, but people are way really busy rather than Indonesia, which is more calm, I guess. And in Madagascar, basically, for example, we use bus a lot, and only like workers or something like that. Some people like that is the one who drive to work. But in Indonesia, we have like different kind of transport, for example. And in Indonesia, people likes having fun a lot, like no special day, but every day they can go for like, for example, cafe or something. While in Madagascar, here people just like having, for example, the weekend and Friday night to have some fun. That's the kind of lifestyle that I think is different, but the similarity is basically on, let's say, what in for example, on the food, in terms of food, not the way of cooking it, but like the basic food we actually eat in rice also. So that can be the similarity, or the difference is a lot in terms of how you cook the meal.
Nice.
And every little behaviors is quiet.
Okay. But now we are next topic for a special topic. It is like the what are the according do in the country, what like the where you live during the COVID-19 pandemic, have the case increased or it is increased in your country, especially? in Madagascar?
Okay, for COVID-19 now, like at the moment we talk now, there is no new case anymore. Like it's now zero case. But there was a time while there was like, you know, it's really increased a lot, like 2 months ago, 3 months ago, but now it's quite good. Before it was like until 17,000 cases, like
Uh-huh.
sometimes like 100 cases, new case every day, but now it's quite good. And the recovered is almost all the people who were infected or no recovered, so it's quite fine, I guess. And the
Okay.
rate of death also is not really that much, just around like 250. So I guess it's quite
Okay.
fine.
Now, like the secondly, I want to ask you about the whether of your community from Madagascar to follow health a protocol like the government implement or not yet, like the people not uh, attend a protocol from the government or your a perception.
Okay, about that, I think it's quite different from Indonesia because since March, if I'm not mistaken, we have been in lockdown, right?
Mhm.
So everybody was, because everybody was quite scared and like more aware of their health, because this is like a really new situation, like how do you call it, health crisis. So there was these regulations why you cannot go to school, you cannot go to work, and also it's limited for going for groceries.
Mhm.
And there's some regulations for old people. For example, in one family, only the youngest is the one who
Okay.
can go to groceries, and there is a time for that. And everybody has followed it quite good, I guess. That's why now we are not in lockdown anymore, because now we already go back to school offline, face to face.
Okay.
So I guess it's everything is quite fine now, because
Okay.
there was a time that we really was in lockdown. So the case was already decreasing, not increasing anymore. Not the same case as in Indonesia. Why it's always increasing until now,
Okay.
like more than 1,000 cases a day, because I guess this was due to the regulations from the government, which was not respected by the population. I mean, so yeah. So now it's quite fine because there's no new cases. Everybody is starting to go back from the new normal, which can go out, but of course with the regulations of wearing maskers, and you know, like big place, for example, restaurant,
Yeah.
cafe or something, still not open, but school is already open also.
Okay. Okay. Now the trick question I want to ask about the and now every country know that has a population like the first hear about the COVID disease, like the people must be panic. How the a government in the Madagascar attend the people of panic, like they hear about the pandemic?
You mean like what's the effect of
Yeah,
the
if it
pandemic?
like yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Yeah, we cannot deny that everybody was really panicked when this
Yeah.
health crisis happened. It was really like chaos, if we can say that, because it was causing a lot of like mental health, because there is like always two kinds of people, which was really taking it really serious, that it's really damaged the way of thinking, like it's a really big deal, and was really scared. And there's also the other kind of person which was like didn't really believe in it and
Okay.
always feeling good, like everything is normal.
Uh-huh.
So but like most of the people, we can say, in the neighborhood, like they're more scared of it, so it's really caused a really big panic. We cannot deny that a lot. And it was not only like from the beginning, it was quite okay, but like after 3 months, when the like the case was increased a lot, at that time so many people get panicked. But the government, we can say, they can handle it because of the information from the news, every day. So they always like having like how to say that, motivation or some advices from the doctors from the respected channel of TV in Madagascar. So yeah, I guess it's quite fine now. While everybody is well informed, so everybody get like, okay, taking it way much easier than when they were really panicked on it.
Okay. But now it is the last question for you, Fanaja. It is like the, according for your perception, like the your resident country. It is like the what is the impact of the every like of the COVID-19? It is like the, for example, like impact for the economic or education, and then like the your government in your country overcome the problem.
Okay, so the impact is really damaged, I guess, because first of all, it's really touching people's life in every household. It was quite hard because so many people in my country is like working every day to have what to eat every day, right? And everybody getting like unemployed, cannot go out. It was quite strong time, really difficult moment, but yeah, we can say that the economy was collapsed because we were completely in lockdown, not like in there in Indonesia, which was quiet, you know. Like I think the economy was down a bit, but not that much. But in Madagascar, in terms of economic, it was really damaged because yeah, as I said, like every household which was working self-employment, I mean they it's really hard to get like what to eat for today, and daily basis was really kind of difficult. And in general for the GDP, I think it was touching it because it was not only for 1 month or 2 months, it's been like now more than 9 months, right? So yeah, it was really damaged. Apart from that, for the behaviors of people, of course, it was have a really big impact also in terms of politics. It's giving a lot of miscommunication and misinformation. But yeah, quiet like that. What sectors also we can talk about? Basically, those the economy is the one most touched part on it.
Okay. Okay, now it is, thank you very much for your time. It is finally about our interview, like the short interview. Thank you very much. I want to make the conclusion, like the population in Madagascar, they live, maybe like they have a COVID-19, but the population life to achieve the education and economy maybe like the down, but the population never give up, right? Okay, thank you very much for your time. Okay,
anytime, it's a pleasure for me.
okay, thank you.
You're welcome.